Nope, nope, nope. Holy hell. Damn. Looks like that meteor here and it created all these ores. Not a bad place to mine if you don't mind getting hit in the head by a meteorite. Pew. Ha! The gas got hit in my head with the meteorite. That's excellent. Ooh, gotta lay off the booze. Is this like some nightmare? Everything's spinning. Now I'm hurting myself. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Trekkie Plays Minecraft, Episode 7. And today we got a couple things on our itinerary. First, we're going to actually try to finish this house. Walls and no roof is kind of ridiculous, so we're going to try to come up with something. It may not be a permanent solution, but something to keep a roof over our heads. On top of that, we're going to explore a Thaumcraft thing. And, whatever else we come across. Let's keep it a little bit random. That I like that little video clip at the beginning with the ghast. That was pretty funny. What it was is in this world, it's a meteor dimension, as I labeled it. And basically, meteors kept raining down. And it's also a hell world. So, pigmen, ghasts, and magma cubes and such could actually spawn. And I didn't even see the gas. I was just running over to see what had happened with the one meteor, and I saw another one coming down, and I heard the gas get hit by it, which is kind of poetic justice. Spending enough time in the Nether, you inevitably get shot by gas. They're annoying. So having a gas get hit by a giant fireball was just hilarious. And of course, I got a couple of gas tears from there as well. I stayed a little bit. When the meteors hit, they create all these ores around them, so it's a good place to get some ores, but not a really good place to stay. The hell was that noise? Anyways, first up, before we get into building, let's look at something in Thaumcraft. I've been doing some research, and I unlocked a hungry chest. A chest that doesn't wait to be opened. And basically, this chest will pick up anything that is dropped close enough to touch it. So I've already gone ahead and prepared myself some arcane wood blocks, which are pretty simple. Not that. Just a bunch of regular blocks or some great wood logs, and some, put them in a work table and with your wand, and bam. So pretty easy. Oops. So what we need is 7 of these blocks and 1 of these trapdoors, and we need, in the cauldron, we need some animus, 4 animus, 8 motion, modus, and 8 vacuous. So let's see if we have any of those in there. I didn't check for those. Okay, where's our materials? Okay, I got the arcane blocks. Doesn't look like I prepared any trapdoors. So we needed vacuous, which I believe is chest. Yes, it's going to take 2 of these for 8 because it's 4 apiece. What else do we need? Needed motion, which I believe is feathers. Don't seem to have any feathers. Maybe it's one of the shards. Okay, so air shard. We needed 8 of that. Ooh, we need a lot, so we need 4 shards. That's quite a hefty investment. And I know gas tiers are ghost. How much do I need? Just 1 of these? Okay. Oh, I need a wand. Having a wand would definitely be beneficial to this project. So let's go over to our arcane work table. Oh, I gotta have a trapdoor. Otherwise, we're not going to get too far. I've been going collecting wood for the house. I'd say this area is littered with cow. Oops. Okay, let's just. There's cows everywhere. I don't even need this little cow thing I got to the side. So I got a trapdoor. Put trapdoor. Actually, I have to have. Well, they'll stay in there. I have to go put this stuff in the cauldron. So this, and this. Let's drop our thing in there. It's already boiling. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should cover it. Gas tier and 2 chests for the vacuous. 2. That should be, and I gotta put my wand in here. So you can see I'm supplied with all I need. You can tell by their solid. If they're, well, it's not going to show it now, but if they're not, if you don't have what you need in the nearby cauldron or whatever, these would be kind of like semi-transparent. So we do, we just click Hungry Chest. Now this is what I was talking about. I mean, there's also the golems, but you can click this, put it right in front of it, and it's like, okay, it's a regular chest, no big deal, right? Well, what makes this special is it eats your items. Any item that hits it gets put in here automatically. So anything that gets cooked from this and spat out will get eaten by the chest. That's pretty cool. I think anything has to physically touch it. Now you may be thinking, well, okay, so you drop items on it, and this, okay, that's one use. What else can you use? Because it's quite a hefty investment. Shards and gas tiers, particularly. I'm sure there's something else you could get ghost from, but what else could you? Well, think about a mob trap. You have a spawn system, you have a kill chamber, you have the pistons, and the mobs are standing on something. Why not have them stand on top of the chest? This way, when you're killing a whole bunch of mobs, you're not getting lagged out by sudden influx of items. Because if you have a skeleton or a cave spider or whatever, when they die, usually if you wait until there's a whole bunch, then you kill them off, and there's a ton of items, and then it gets sucked in your inventory or whatever, and it just, before you even go to pick it up, it's just all sitting there creating lag, especially if you don't have a really good computer. So having this is the part they just drop on top of, and every time they die, the stuff will automatically get eaten up. So in theory, that sounds like a good. I don't know if mouse staying on top of it will prevent it from opening, but I don't think so. So that's a cool item right there. And combined with stuff like this, mob traps or whatever, very useful. I imagine it has other uses too. I just can't think any off the top of my head. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to show. I think there was another thing in Thaumcraft. Oh yeah, I was doing some research, and this is for Stone Golem Worker. I have not yet found. Basically, what you do is, like I mentioned, every item has little icons. And to research, basically, you put an item over here. It's grayed out, except for this one, because I've already had this. You do it, and you can keep clicking until if it either shows up or it grays out. And that's how you research. Let's see if we can't finish this research, or at least get a little bit further. Man, I got nighttime quick. Maybe it was already nighttime, who knows. So we need to find something that we haven't used. Let's try a gas tier. See if that helps at all. Now there's a lot more to it than this, but I'm just covering the basics. So you put an item here. None of these traits have been researched because they're all solid. If they're semi-transparent, they've already been researched, and they either are or aren't. If they are part of it, they'll show up over here. If not, they won't. So we click it. Nothing happened. The Malum, evil, got white out, so that's not part of it. And I ran out of gas tier, so I don't know if anything else was part of it or not. Let's grab our other gas tier. It's a pretty expensive. Do I have anything else in here that I might consider using? How about some bread? Bread's not hard to reproduce. Let's throw some bread on there. Shut up, zombie. So again, another one of these. Well, it got run out. Now I have it set on thorough. And there's cursory. Cursory has less chance of consuming the item, but also less chance of completely researching of successfully researching. Where thorough has a great chance of consuming an item and also a great chance of discovering, what is used and what isn't. So the gas tier, none of these are used, so that's good. We don't have to waste our gas tier. They're, I think, probably one of the most pain in the ass items in the game to get. I don't think there's, to my knowledge, any real way of farming gas tiers. Perhaps they should add something to that nature, or maybe a way to craft them, or a like item at least. So food is not used. This is Bestia, Bestia. I don't know. So neither one of these items was used. That's unfortunate. I'm not gonna waste the whole item. I mean the whole episode. We'll try cactus. I think I already got the movement one, but we'll try it anyway. It can get pretty. Oh, it can get pretty expensive doing this research too, as you can imagine, throwing away all your items. So item and weapon not used. That's okay. And that wasn't used either. It could be pretty difficult to find them, but it does give you hints. It's just deciphering those hints that's quite often part of the problem. I got some moss stone. Alright, let's move on. Let's take this. Let's move on to finishing building our house. We need somewhere to end. Eventually I may just gut the house out from the inside, take all the stuff, and put it elsewhere. But I might keep the home as just part of our village. I've not really decided how our village is going to be ultimately. He wasn't sure where he wanted to go. Alright, so some wood logs. As anybody who knows me in building knows, I use a lot of natural materials, colors, that whatnot. Let's get some for stone bricks. Jump over there, because we're in a hurry. Don't want to waste no time. I think I want to have the front, this little section here, like kind of not high, but like a. We'll see. We'll see how we do it. We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do it. Now, me and my friend, we tend to have the same exact building style because we've played and shared ideas with this a lot. So, if you saw her builds, you'd immediately recognize them from mine. Or, cause, did I do that for? I think so. What I like to do, and I find an easy way to really progress, is to make a frame and then just try to fill it in interestingly. I don't think I should have put them 4. I ain't worried about that one log. Because otherwise it's just going to be a pain. Let's run over here. Okay, 2. 1, 2. That may make it too big. 1. 1. So it's like 2, 1, 1. That's not staying like that. I know. This is gonna be 2. Now I found that the trees, they actually depend on which side of a block you put it on. So I put on the side that's always gonna face that way. If I put on top, it's the inner part, the lighter part, I guess you can see, is always gonna be up, no matter which way I'm facing. Well, it's not gonna do because but it's always gonna be facing up. So that's a good, easy way to. I'm sure everybody already knows that, but I don't know. I mean, at first I was having a real. Okay, 2, Maybe up one more. Then it could be able to stay like that because that just doesn't match. Let's get this out from here. This is where creative really comes in handy. Okay, let's get to the side, see if we can have a look at this. Get rid of these extras. I've never been good at making like circular or round. Oh, circular or round shapes. Trying to figure out where I want to go. Well, I'm right here. I might as well grab that log. Now there's a wisp in there. It's not a very or maybe it is. Who knows? It's part of Thaumcraft. Oh, now I remember the other Thaumcraft item I wanted to do. Well, let's build a little bit, then we'll get back to Thaumcraft. We'll mix it up a little bit. Yeah, it had to do with wisps and the flux around. That's what I wanted to do. Ah, it's coming together. How the hell did I get up there? Okay, so it's 1. Let's start up 2. 1. 1. Yeah, and 2. Okay, this is just being weird. And that should be right as needed. There's a little bit of... That should equal up. Let's have a look. Yep, see? 2, 1, 1, 2. 2, 1, 1, 2. It's usually how I remember when I do these things, is to number it off. That's just my process. So I wanted to have it circular, and maybe some beams coming across in the inside of the house. And then maybe we could hang light glowstone or such from them. Now, how am I supposed to get on the other side of these things? Where there's a will, there's a way. And we will find a way. Okay, so we're back on this. So I'm on, episode 7 now. It seems like these go by so quickly. So 1. And, I'm still struggling to get views. And it's not all about views. It's never ever been about views. But views do make it nice, especially when you're doing a Let's Play. Let's face it, you gotta have views. Otherwise, you could just play the fucking game, right? It would be nice to have views, but I understand you gotta earn them. And that's what makes them fun. You gotta earn the views. You gotta get people's respect. Make them want to watch you. You gotta find your own niche. And it's pretty difficult because, playing Minecraft generally like this, like building stuff, it's not always interesting. I mean, it could be sometimes. I mean, if you see somebody building something really cool, you might want to watch along, but generally, most of the Minecraft stuff, like digging and stuff, is not very interesting. So, making these videos can be quite a challenge, and that did not work out at all. Of course, I was inspired by Let's Players I like to watch, so I'm trying to determine, and it's also difficult because, I don't have a fan base or anybody to just ask. It's like, okay, what can I do to make these better? What can I do to improve upon the videos so that people will want to watch, or they might at least be more, amusing? And, it's like, okay, well, what do I do? How do I form my own style after that? There's a whole bunch of factors that I find really... Okay, so my whole house is stone. Perhaps a wooden roof of some sort wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's... Well, I'll just throw it away. Let's throw everything around. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, let's do this. So yeah, I'm struggling to get noticed. But I mean, there's like a million Minecrafters and other LPs that struggle to get noticed. The thing is just being patient, I think. And I want to use stairs for this. It's being patient, and it's just finding your own style, getting comfortable, getting better at editing the video. Oh, I missed this. I'll get it in a minute. Need more. Need more wood. Need to build more farms. That's a Warcraft reference, if anybody is on the know. It was very annoying. You want to build more units, and it's like, build more farms. Okay, where was the one that was here, right here above my head? Do not have scaffolding, so I will have to make do. Oh, that's not. Boink, boink. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Placing these things is not fun. Especially if you place it up here, it'll be upside down. It used to be you could put it anywhere on the block and it'd be the same. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's for the better, but it could be a pain at times. Especially when you're working like this. I'm trying to determine how I best wish to do this. Just go by the seat of your pants. You never know what's going to work and what isn't going to work. It's going to take a ton, but I think the wooden top to this will be pretty nice. Then we got to decide what we want to do for the front. I mean, I've been doing the Minecraft stuff for quite a while now. I've had to restart more times than I'd like. Let's see, what can I do? Maybe, and then the sky will be semi-viewable. That could be interesting. This would be also getting around would be a lot easier if I had ender pearls. But I've like barely seen any endermen at all. And I've been running around this place like mad, cutting down trees day and night. I know they don't come out at day, but this is just a little bit annoying to have to place, but just click. Oh, and I ran out. Well, it gives us a chance to go down. I'll just take the quick way. Oh, look at that. You can see the sky and nothing, no spiders or nothing can get through that. That's nice. Now this I was thinking of having something similar, but I don't, not necessarily the upside down, right side up stairs, but maybe like a slab. You just want some 3D in your world. That's what you want to do. And I said, I promise eventually we'd get to it. We'd get to building. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get up there again. I need more wood. I got wood on me. Always a to-do. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this roof both sides, and I'll be back. I'll see you in a few minutes, or however long it takes me. It'll be instant for you, but it'll be however long for me. So I'll see you then. And I'm done. And I added cobble up in the middle just to differentiate it a bit, give it a little bit, break up the monotony of the wooden structure. And I think I like this. It's not too high. It's not like a big triangle, but it gives it volume. I put stairs on the end here to try to circulate the top on top of these wood, but not sure how I feel about that. What I like is the ability to see the sky without requiring glass or windows, and nothing could get through there, because it's obviously a diagonal space between two stairs. And here's the bit between the slabs. Lets you see outside without requiring windows. And that's an interesting way of doing things. And that's what I like to do when I build, is try to find new, interesting ways. Of course, the stairs might work on the inside. New and interesting ways to different. And I might put stairs along it. I keep interrupting. Sorry, I'm ADD like that. Or interrupt myself. New and interesting ways to do things. Things don't always look good the first time, but you live and you learn. You know, you don't learn more by not trying new things. And I think ultimately this will be pretty nice. And of course, this isn't going to be our permanent house, but hey, let's see what it looks like from the outside. I know it's not done, not nearly done, but it's something. Hey, we got a bit of a construction in. Yeah, not loving those stairs. They don't round it up as much as I was hoping. In fact, it seems to be flat on that end. It might just be because of those stairs. See, it looks big from the outside, but it's still a house. It's something. It's something to keep in note. I mean, I don't like this big old flat, this big gigantic bit right here, but maybe we could do something to at least alleviate it a little bit. Okay, enough building for one episode. I know it's not a lot of building compared to what a lot of people do, but as we go along, we'll get better at it. Like I was talking about making videos. You live and learn. You learn what works for you, and you go with it, and you learn what don't work for you, and you just leave it behind. So before we're done with the episode, I know we're running long, and long being 30 minutes. I wanted to craft a goggles of revealing. Now, anybody familiar with Thaumcraft 2, it's probably has a decent idea what these do. These let you see the aura or the flux in the very. Oh, and I don't have magic, flux and magic, so I may not be able to make them at all. Should have looked at that first. Do I have anything that's flux and magic? No. Let's see, flux magic. So I don't have anything that's flux and magic at all. How about a monster spawner, huh? No. My Thaumanomicon? Hmm. Yeah, nothing that's flux and magic, and none of these have it on it. That's a difficult one to find. If I feel is flux and magic is pretty difficult to find. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be able to show it to you. Well, I'll show it to you next time. But in this episode, we got some building done. We put a roof on our head. That's always important. It's nice not to be rained on and have spiders and everything jump over the walls when you're trying to do stuff. Now, I have noticed that what was that? That even though this is a space between here, it's still between two stairs and slab, so spiders can't get through here because I've been standing over here all the time. Spiders are coming right over, so that's a good thing. Or maybe it's just been a fluke. Who knows? But I think I'm going to end the episode here. I think it's been a good episode. We got to make a pretty cool chest. I love this thing in ways I could possibly get. It's neat. It's just one of those little gadgets that's fun to play with. Oh, and I made a little ender pouch. I'm not sure what mod this is from. I'm not even going to bother to look, but you just right click it and you have some space. A little extra carrying space isn't so bad, right? You can never go wrong with extra carrying space. Let's put this back. Okay, I OCD and I have to organize everything. If I don't go over here and just stop myself, I'll keep running around doing random little tasks. It's a weakness of mine. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the episode. I had a lot of fun. Fun playing with the gas and the meteors. Had fun researching to get this for the episode. I wanted to show the goggles, but can't quite do it. So at least we got a roof built, and as I go along, I'll get better at editing and knowing what to show and what not to show. But I hope you all had some fun. I look forward to doing more of these in the future. Obviously, I don't plan on stopping in this episode. And we're going to get a whole bunch done. We got a whole city to build, giant spaceships, giant magical spaceships, all a bunch of stuff to look forward to. So look forward to that. Anyways, this is Trekkie. Take care, everybody.